Hour on the Farm Bureau guest line. Check out favorites.com and go with the home team, Mississippi Farm Bureau. Happy to be joined by former Mississippi State linebacker Jett Johnson, Tupelo native, called Starkville home the last few years, and all he did in the last 2 years that he was eligible was make 245 tackles, 130 tackles this past season, 115 in 2022. And, oh, look, Jett Johnson just made another tackle. Jett, thanks for some time this afternoon. Great to catch up with you. How are you, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you all so much for having me on. I truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, I was an early adopter. So kind of like the genesis of this show, I live in Oxford. Brian Haydad lives in Starkville. Michael Borky's in Jackson. I thought with a name like Jett Johnson, it couldn't go wrong. I was sad when you chose to go somewhere other than Ole Miss, but, man, it worked out for you. What a run over the last 5 years for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was truly a blessing to play in the maroon and white. As most people know, I grew up a State fan. Dad took us to games all the time. I had season tickets ever since I was a little boy, and so it was really an opportunity I couldn't pass up. Went through some rough patches there early, but the Lord had different plans, and was able to have a successful career there at Mississippi State, and loved every minute of it.
Jett, why are you as good of a tackler as you are?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I guess I go low, get the legs. It's hard for people to run if they can't pick up their legs. I don't know if I'm the hardest hitter per se, but Coach Brock and Coach Arnett and them, they say once I get there, it's a pretty good bet they're going to go down, and I just pursue the ball hard and take my shot, and fortunately a lot of times they went down. So,
Jett, you played for we'll be generous and say a number of defensive coordinators in your time at Mississippi State. One of the things I thought was one of your strengths was I felt like you were an extension of those guys on the field as a coach. I thought that your strength was you knew where the play was going a lot of times before the ball was snapped. Is there something about maybe working for different coaches and playing for different coaches that allows you to pick up more of the game than maybe somebody who plays for somebody just for 4 years?
Yeah, absolutely. There's two ways you can look at that. You could sulk and be like, goodness, I have to learn a new scheme, learn how this guy coaches, and kind of be like, woe is me. Or you could just, look at it positively and be, okay, I can take, the coaching tips I really like from this coach, the things that he said, that really helped my game, and then I can, and just kind of take from each coach and what you like and really apply it year in and year out. And I remember things Coach Lukabu said, Coach Marv, Coach Shoup, Coach Brock, Coach Arnett, and just kind of pick and choose for the things I like, and it really helped me learning different schemes and stuff, and how defense flows and works as a whole, and how different coaches look and teach different offenses. It really helped, and honestly, it was a blessing in disguise to have a few different coaches. And I know that's kind of a long-winded answer, but I kind of try to look at it positively and take like I said, coaching points and stuff from each coach and apply it to my game.
Jett, obviously you want to take the next step. You want to play professionally, getting ready for the NFL draft. We're visiting with Jett Johnson, former Mississippi State linebacker, who's got a big couple of months in front of him. What's your day-to-day right now as you get ready for that opportunity so that you can be the best and present the absolute best version of you to all of the NFL teams that are taking a look?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm down here in Miami training with Pete Bomaritos. Pete and his staff, and they've done a phenomenal job. I'm going on week 4 right now as we speak. A day-to-day for me, it's pretty long. We, wake up, you go to the facility, and you do what's called medical, which is like it varies from day to day. It could be massage, it could be hypervolt, Normatec boots, which are like compression boots, physical therapy, chiro, acupuncture. You do about an hour of that, and then you go out to the field with Pete and do speed work. Then you go back to the facility after that and do more corrective stuff, upper body, lower body corrective stuff, spine, all that. And then in the afternoon you have a pretty intense long lift, and then you do more body stuff. You watch film of the runs, kind of technique stuff. And after that, they make sure your nutrition and supplements and all that are down to a T. It's very scientific. Pete's been doing it a long time, and he does a great job, and his staff is phenomenal, and it's just down to a T. And they're working the heck out of us, and I've really enjoyed it.
So are these workouts designed specifically for the position you play, or are they designed specifically to prepare you for pro day and draft analysis?
Yeah, so on Tuesdays and Fridays, we will go out to the field. Instead of doing speed work, we'll do position drills, which is like drills they'll do at the combine and pro day and all that. And so those are the days we'll do position-specific stuff. And then Monday, Thursday, Friday, we'll do like speed training. And I was like, struggling at first. It's a little different. And Pete was like, you lead the SEC in tackles in 2 years, but this is for 2 years in a row. Basically, he said, this is not football. This is track. And so you've got to kind of eradicate that football mindset right now and switch to a track mindset. And it was difficult at first, but he's exactly right. Like, we're training for the 40 and stuff, and all this is track stuff, and so it's kind of difficult at first to switch that mindset to run better and all that. Which, I feel like I've transitioned fairly well and doing a lot better, so I'm enjoying it.
Jett, tell us about your partnership with Buki Watson, because for the last 2 years, you guys have just dominated tackling in the SEC, led the league in tackles 2 straight years. Was it more than just a partnership? Did it have more of like a brotherhood to you?
Well, absolutely. I talk to Buki every other day at least. Talking to him while I was in Mobile. He's in Phoenix training right now. Him and Crumity. And that defense, we've been in it for 3 years. Obviously, 3 years, and so we got real comfortable in it. He and I could kind of do our own thing within the play call, and credit to the guys around us, the D-line, the secondary, all that, because we can't do it just he and I, and so we just had a good feel for things. I think we got very comfortable, so it took a lot of thinking out of it, and we were just able to read and react and just fly around to the ball, and I think I think neither one of us were too cool not to run to the ball and this and that. And so we were able to, reap the benefits of, training hard, watching a lot of film, and just pursuing the ball.
All right, Jett, the most important thing I'm going to ask you, you've been in Miami for a month, you said, training, getting ready. I understand you've got priorities. Have you eaten at Joe's? Have you been to Joe's Stone Crab yet?
No, sir, I have not.
Oh, Jett, you got to do it. You got to do it.
David Case, who is our head equipment manager, was at the University of Miami for a number of years, and he said I had to try Flanagan's. That's a South Florida restaurant.
Well, there are a lot of places you're not going to go wrong down there, but I feel like as long as you're in Miami, you got to go to Joe's one time. You may have to splurge. I know you're on a diet right now. You got to try the key lime pie. The lyonnaise, which is like a potato salad type thing that goes with it. It's just phenomenal. I promise I'm not leading you wrong on that front.
Yeah, I'll definitely try it.
All right, Pro Day, just around the corner. I'll go rapid fire. We got about a minute left. Your prediction, how many times on the bench press for 225?
It's hard to tell right now. I don't know any numbers right now, per se. We've just been doing a lot of getting ready for it.
You were coached to answer it that way. You're not supposed to give anything away, right?
I would if I knew the numbers.
There you go. Do you feel like you'll run well? Do you feel like this track stuff has paid off and will pay off in that 40 time?
I feel like I'll run better. I'm not going to blow anybody away by any means, but obviously my numbers speak for themselves, so hopefully they don't judge me just entirely off of a 40-yard dash, you know?
Jett, it was an absolute pleasure to watch you play the game that you love for the last few years, and we wish you nothing but the best as you attempt to continue that journey. Good luck to you, and stay safe and stay well.
Yes, sir. Thank